Good day everyone. Today we will learn about computer power management. So if today is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe in order not to miss any of my new videos. Alright, so we will learn about computer power management or power options. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm using a Toshiba satellite laptop. And because we are talking about power, there are some things you will not see if you are using a desktop computer because of the battery. Alright, so let's get started. We will learn about sleep, to put computer to sleep. We will learn about restart, system hibernation, and shutdown. Alright, so let's get started. So let's hit on our control key on the keyboard, then type control panel. When you type just the word control, it will appear. So we click on control panel. Let me maximize. Alright, so on control panel we look for power options. So this is power options. Just click on it once. So on power options, at the upper left corner we have control panel home, and the second option is choose what the power button does. So when you click on choose what the power button does, now this page will open. There's one thing I want to show you. Is this change current settings that are change settings that are currently unavailable. So when you click on this, check this very part below here. So when you click on this very hyperlink, you see this part become active. Initially it was inactive. So mostly when today is your first time, or it is your first time coming to this page, you will see that the hibernate checkbox will be unchecked. The hibernate checkbox will be unchecked. So just check the checkbox, make it active, and let's go. Now, when you are using a desktop computer, you are not going to see this on battery portion because desktops do not use battery. Alright, so when I press the power button, that is when the system, like let's say you are working on battery power, the adapter or the charger is not plugged in, and you want to know what happens, or you want to choose what will happen when you press on the power button. Here you can decide that when you press on the power button whilst you are working, you can put it on do nothing, you can put it on sleep, hibernate, shut down, then turn off display. It depends on your choice. Now the same thing applies to, still on battery, the same thing applies to when I close the lid, meaning that when you close the monitor. So you click on this drop down arrow, almost the same option. So when you can choose that when I close the lid, just put the computer to sleep, just put the computer on hibernation, or just shut down. To put computer to sleep means that you want your computer to use less power, at the same time to turn off the display, keep your current opened apps and files still running in the computer's memory, but do not shut down. That's to put the computer to sleep. Now let's come to hibernate. Hibernate actually basically means that you shut down the computer. But here your current apps, that is the apps, the applications or the softwares you've opened, the files you've opened, the videos you are watching, the audio you are listening to, the pictures. Let's say you've opened any of these files at the same time. Now to put the computer on hibernation means that turn off the computer, but do not wipe all this, or do not close all these softwares I've opened. So here when you put it on hibernate, or let's say when you select hibernate and you close the lid, meaning that the computer will shut down, but it will still keep your current files. So let's say you've opened something like, let's say, any picture. You've opened a picture, any picture, and you didn't close the picture, but you put the system on hibernation. The next time you turn it on, that particular picture, you are not going to find it, look for it on the computer again to reopen. That particular picture will be found on your taskbar still opened, because you didn't turn it, you didn't close it, and you left the computer on hibernate. That's hibernate. Okay, now about shutdown basically means that just turn off the computer, close all apps. So most of the times the computer will ask you, let's say when you put the system on shutdown, the moment Windows begins to put the system on shutdown, the computer will prompt you to close or just kill or quit, stop, close all the current apps you've opened. So mostly, let's say if you've opened a Word file, or let's say a browser or any player, the computer will list all those open files for you to close them one after the other before the system will shut down. So on shutdown, basically, whenever you turn on the computer again, you are not going to see all those apps that were opened earlier. At times too, the operating system may not prompt you to shut them, like close those apps. The operating system will automatically close those apps for you and turn off the computer. So the next time you open it, you're not going to see any opened files or any opened softwares or nothing. The computer will generate turn on freshly for you for a new start. That's what shutdown. So that's the difference between to put the computer to sleep, to put it on hibernation, and to put it on shutdown. That's the difference. Now that's on battery power. Now when the computer is plugged in, or when the laptop is plugged in, that is when you've connected your charger or your adapter to the laptop, it is plugged in. Remember here, the power that is coming into the, and let's take it as if the battery is not fully charged. Remember here that the power that is coming into the computer is divided into two. Half is powering the computer, and half is also charging the battery. That is if and only if the computer is not, if and only if the battery is not fully charged. Alright, so when the computer, when the adapter is plugged in, and you want to turn off the computer, or you want to choose what the power button does when you press on it, here you can put it to sleep. So whilst it is on sleep, when I press the power button, the computer will go on sleep. The same thing applies to what to do when I close the lid, when the power or when the charger is connected. So whilst it's on hibernation, when I close the lid, the computer will be on hibernation, and all these apps I've opened on the taskbar will still be active the next time I turn on the computer. So that's the difference. That's all about power options on control panel. Power options on control panel. So if you've not activated your hibernation, let's say the hibernation is not active, I've activated it earlier. When you click on the start button and you click on the power button, you are going to see that this very part, hibernation, will not appear as part of the options here for you unless you add it up to, like, you come here and check the checkbox to make it active. Alright, so that's all about the power management for today, computer power management for today. At times you may see that you want the computer to just play. At times you just want the computer to play an audio for you, but you don't want the screen or the display to be on. Maybe you just want to take a nap whilst your light is turned off in your room, but the screen or the screen light is, you don't like it to be on. So you just have to come to this place, choose when to turn off display. So when you click on this, that's when the laptop is on battery power. So you can decide that turn off the display after 1 minute. But when it's on plugged in, or when the charger is plugged in, you decide turn off the display maybe after 1 hour. Or you may not know when you would like to maybe you may fall asleep, so you may not know when you would like to turn off the computer. Also, you can just come to this place, battery power, choose when to put the computer to sleep. So you click on this drop down and you choose something like put the computer to sleep after, let's say, 30 minutes. And if it's unplugged into, you can just decide put the computer to sleep after, let's say, 10 minutes. Remember, whatever you do here, you have to save it. So when you click save changes and you close the button, that's all. Whatever changes or new things you've added to the power options will take effect as soon as possible. Alright, so that's all for now for this very tutorials. Kindly subscribe to my channel in order not to miss any of my new videos. That's EVP Edu Empire. Thanks for watching. I'm out.